of What's Going On. We are in the POV Green Room, the show before the show. We're going to let everyone file in. Let's see who we got here in the chat so far. Oh, we got Lizzie B. Thank you so much, Lizzie B, for being here on this Sunday afternoon. And the Duke of Texas action. You know, I love that, especially because the Sussex morons, I swear. I think it's weird, when you have a group of people that will just talk. Like, yeah, we have there's that one dude, what's his name? Johnny Utah. He comes in the chat all the time. And like we make that comment that that's Harry, but it's funny, because he's an idiot. We get it. But the fact that you have Sussex Squad that they literally said that I was William or I was working for the royal family, and you can see my face. Like, I swear that's just so stupid. Oh, we got Crazy Kel in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, Crazy Kel. Momster, hello, how you doing? Thank you so much for sharing your afternoon with us. Tracy Floyd. Oh yeah, we are gonna have some fun today because it looks like Meghan. It just looks like she's failing, man. She's failing. She doesn't know what to do. She's scared, obviously, and she's having crisis talks. Sue Clark, aloha from I'm guessing from Hawaii, if that's what that means. From Oklahoma, Marianne Williams, how you doing? They are so dumb. Yeah, they are. It's sad. They really, really are, Brenda Picard. They really are. Claudia Salas, how you doing? POV, thank you so much for being here, Claudia. Have you seen Dan Wooten and Lady C's latest? No, I haven't. What's it about? Let me know. Let's see. Hello, Andrew, and everyone from Sydney, Australia. We got JoJo in the house. Let's see. Hi, Andrew. Oh, not 20. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Canadian girl. Thank you so much. Karen Lester. Hello from Florida. We got about 2.5 minutes before we get started. This is the POV Green Room, the show before the show. We're going to have some fun today. Oh, Claudia Salas says from Washington State. Oh, yeah, making it happen. Susan Busby. Hello, everyone. Hello from Melbourne, Florida. Not Melbourne, Australia, I guess, right? Yeah. Hello from the UK. Oh, yeah, Happy. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Hello, Wise. Yes, I did. Tracy Floyd. Hey there, Prince William. I know, right? You could just watch the clips. And that's even worse, Ella, because there's clips on my X. Like, I put clips out there of me on the screen. So it just shows you. Oh, we got Peachy Nana in the house. Thank you so much for coming by, Peachy Nana. Hello from Australia. You know we're going Mr. Worldwide, just the same way that Pitbull says. And from South Africa, Leslie Duffy from South Africa. Let's see. She should be scared. Lady C is threatening to sue Markle over her slurs. Slurs? Which ones? What are they? Let's hear the tea. Let's see. If she hadn't disparaged the British royal family until she left, she would be in a better situation, but she wanted that coin. All money is not good money. Well, I mean, I think I totally, well, me and you agree, Lizzie B. You and I agree. Like, yes, all money is not good money, but when the only thing you care about is money, it doesn't matter how you get it. And that's her problem. You see, she just cares about being rich. She just cares about having power. She just cares about exuding that power, and I feel like that's the downfall. That's her downfall. She wants it no matter how and no matter who falls and no matter who she has to step over. And that's why you fail, because you have to balance. It's all about balance, and she just doesn't get that. Oh, hello from where's from? Hello from Oklahoma, Beverly Heights. Hello, crazy. Oh, yeah, Mr. Worldwide. You know how Pitbull says. We got about 30 seconds before we get started. Hello from Sunderland. I love that football team, by the way, Sunderland. I used to use them in FIFA. Leslie Duffy. Hi, let's see. Christy Music from Oklahoma. Got about 15 seconds left. Hello from Florida. I hope you're doing well, Jane Rochester, up there in Florida after what happened with the Milton. So I hope everything is going well. Oh, from Scotland, from Glasgow, Scotland. All right, here we go. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Let's get this first. Stedman with the huge $10 super sticker. Thank you so much, Stedman. And thank you so much for sharing this afternoon on a Sunday with us here at POV. Thank you so much. We're going to leave that up for a little while. So here we go with this right here. Now we're seeing this. She's drunk. We all know she was wasted. And she was on that book, good book of sugar. She was on it. We know that. Oh, yeah. So look at this right here. This is what's happening, Meg. Oh, we got Markle in the house. Thank you so much, Markle, for being here. We got a lot of people coming in. I will get to them right now. Promoting herself on her own isn't going well. Yeah, absolute failure. The CHLA event was an absolute failure. And also this young girls thing that she held on to the photos we saw. She held on to the press because she met the Young Girls Inc. or whatever that crap was. And she held on from October 2nd all the way until it was out. I believe it was October 9th or 10th. And why? Because Catherine was seen. So that's why it fails, because of those kind of things. Now, would it have succeeded if Catherine wasn't, if the scene did day before? I think so. Maybe it wouldn't have been such a bad thing, because it wouldn't have been obvious that she put it out only because Catherine was seen. Like if she would have put it out on October 3rd, since the thing happened on October 2nd, okay, well, it happened yesterday, and whatever, it happened, like it's the 3rd. Okay, it happened on the 2nd. That's great. She did something and she used kids again, and we would have said the same thing, right? But instead, she puts it out right the day after Catherine is seen. And that's why she does it. That's why she'll always fail, because she always has to compete with Catherine. So this Teresa Longo fans, great profile if you're on X. I know a lot of people of my subs actually say they're not on X. We talked to media streaming CEO and a big shot director producer duo about the call girl allegedly posing on plush celebrity carpets. No one knows why she was there. Yes, because she wasn't invited. It's because she wasn't invited. And then this one from 2023, this one just goes into more. The level of contempt and entitlement is on a level never seen before. I totally believe that. I really, really do, when it comes to this right there, level of contempt and entitlement. I truly believe that Meghan Markle just thinks we don't see it. Like we don't get it, and we don't see why she's so amazing. And she's going to keep on coming out in the press so that way we can all get it and we can all see it. I really do. I think that's how she is, honestly. Okay, hello from Cambridge, Ohio. Thank you so much for being here. Wait, hold on. Leanne Howell, thank you so much. Peggy Wakefield from Iowa. Hold on. Wait, did they win yesterday? Did Iowa win yesterday? I think they did. Skyrockets in flight, afternoon delight. Oh, yeah. Mary Taylor. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Tracy Floyd. She confused royalty with celebrity. I think she did, Tracy. I think she did vastly. I think she really thought that being a member of the royal family was some kind of celebrity gig where you're just seen out in public and that's all you do. And it's like, no, those people work. They actually, like William. How many appearances has William had since we've seen him come back from when he was taking care of Catherine? I think it's over 10 right now. Like from that moment when he came back the first time, I think there's been a lot of appearances, and he just started again. And Princess Catherine as well. We saw her one time now, and she's going to continue because it's work, Meghan. That's what you don't get. Oh well, she's lazy. Oh, from Glasgow, thank you so much. Oh, for being here. They are really doing well in the championship moment. Oh yeah, Sunderland. Yeah, absolutely. Hello from West Yorkshire, England. Oh yeah, thank you, Michelle. Having the same problem. Yeah, let's see. Maggie's camp has accused Lady C of keeping the GoFundMe money. Ugh. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. Nope. That's a hot potato, and I'm going to throw it right back. Council Estate Ranch, thank you so much for being here. Here from Arizona, Valley Girl, thank you so much for being here. It's probably hot over there, isn't it, Valley Girl? I've heard that. It's in like the 112s, right? Lady Valhalla, thank you so much for being here. Christine, oh, we got the best mods in the business. Christine, you know it. Denise Burnside, hello, thank you so much for being here. Snowflake, yeah, it's embarrassing. It is, Snowflake. It's embarrassing. It absolutely is. And I think though, Snowflake, I think she likes it. I think that even though we see it as an embarrassment, and I think she knows that she's like, it's cringy kind of stuff, I think she still likes it. And hey, I've said it many, many times before, and I'll continue saying it. If she wants the attention, then I'll give it to her in spades. I have no problem doing that. Hi to all who have joined recently. Yes, thank you so much for everyone that have become members of the channel. Okay. Oh, Brenda Picard, huge with the $10 super chat. Keep telling the truth, Mr. Worldwide, because you know how Pitbull says. We got everybody in the chat right now. Thank you so much, Brenda. We're going to leave that up for a little bit. So then there's this next one that we see. I got to zoom in a little bit here. So, okay, I want to read this, and this is for the people that aren't on X. Look at this, and you're going to see how horrible Meghan Markle's fans are. Okay, of course they call her Kate Middleton, but read it. I don't even want to read it. I don't even want to read those words. It's so stupid. And this is what Meghan Markle's fans are. And really, I think we can all agree all of her fans are in some way, shape, or form connected to her. Right? Here's the funniest part. So if you're done reading it, right? This is the funniest part to me. They called her a voluptuous woman. Stupid. This whoa, this is so dumb. That is so stupid. I can't even. They called her a voluptuous woman. I mean, I think these people are ridiculous. I think they're not smart in the slightest, and I think that you got a huge problem when your fans are calling you voluptuous, but you're literally like 98 pounds. Okay, fine, fine, that's fine. But then this profile, this is the one we were talking about a little while ago. With this, the crazy part is the type of vile hatred spewed direct from Markle herself. And as we've seen, as we've said, right, all of this is from Markle herself. And yeah, exactly. Voluptuous Lizzie B. Exactly. Like I don't know if they're so stupid, right, Brenda? She doesn't at all. I don't know if they know what the word means. Yeah, voluptuous. I think they mean volatile. Yeah, I don't know that Meghan Markle's fans, because that's a long word. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10-letter word. I don't know if they've gone that high in the dictionary, the Sussex Squad have. I don't think they have. So they probably don't even know what voluptuous means. They just use it as some kind of a positive adjective to describe her. That's it. Oh, crazy Kel with the huge $5 super chat. They spelled Fagin Farquhar wrong. She's always looked like a haggard sour grape. Yeah. And here's the thing. I mean, voluptuous does have to do with weight. Okay. And I do believe May, from what she looks like, she can't weigh over 115. There's no way that that woman weighs over 115 pounds. So voluptuous is supposed to be something that's bigger, voluptuous, like the way that, the way that the word sounds. And that's just not her. And that's why when they say that kind of crap, I don't know that they know what that means. And I'm talking to all of you Sussex Squad out there. I'm very sorry. I think y'all got a problem because I don't think you know what that means. I think that they're not smart people. And when they hear, yeah, there we go, right there, Karen, a full figured woman, and I think it's things like this that show you, especially I know that if you've commented with these people back and forth, you've seen the way they talk. And the way they talk is very, very unintelligent. And I think if they do exist, I don't know why they talk that way, because they're stupid. That's the only thing I can think is because they're stupid. And they use a lot of bad grammar. They use a lot of bad spelling. And a lot of times it looks like they're literally doing a voice to text, because they'll say ain't no a lot. All the time. They always say ain't no. Meghan ain't know this. Meghan ain't know that. And I'm like, do you know that ain't no is literally a double negative? So whatever you're trying to say that, like, do you get it? See, yeah, she's a 5'4" British troll Sage. You know we love Sage. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's really the problem. But I do want to get back to this part. The crisis talks. Where did it say that promoting yourself isn't going well? A crisis meeting occurred this weekend. Now, I think the reason that to me is important is because she's tried it. She's tried the CHLA red carpet. She's tried this little young girls thing. And I think that she hasn't liked the reception that she's getting, because she sees, and of course she sees, we know that she's on X, on Instagram, on YouTube. She's checking out what people say about her. And that's unfortunate. That's stupid. So the crisis meeting, I really do think that that's what happens. Let's see. She's going to really spiral now. Yeah, Jen Jackson. I really do believe so, because you have to either that, or she's just going to continue doing the same thing without caring, because there was that little campaign that it was in the last 3 days. Oh, Meghan doesn't care anymore what people think. Right. I ran that story. But then there was also the piece in the New York Times that said that Meghan told the charity boss of that Young Girls Inc. She told them that, oh, well, I'm the most bullied person on earth. Really? You're the most bullied person on earth, Meghan? Really? So, yeah, it's ridiculous. The you are agreement. Yeah, exactly. They have the brain cell of plankton. They really do. They really do. They sound like teenagers, Tracy Floyd. I mean, I think a lot of them are as well, right? Besides the older middle-aged Black women, I think a lot of them are younger people. And again, Tracy, we have to make that one, if they exist at all, because there was, like this one says, the crazy part of this vile hatred, there are 0 authentic accounts. See, 0 authentic Meghan and Harry fan accounts, and none of them as real humans being act like this. She is letting this slip with the toxicity. It's her. See, so you have to even question in reality whether they exist at all. You really do. Let's see, no curves on an ironing board. Burn. She never stops like she's Teflon. And that's the thing, Markle. She kind of is, don't you think? Because the stories continue, because there's an entire industry built around this woman. Now, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to take myself out of the equation. That includes me. We talk about her every day. We're going to continue because I do feel that Harry is a very big threat to the First Amendment. So she just comes along with it, you know. But when it comes to like Teflon, you would think by now, right? Why hasn't she gone away in the press? Why haven't they stopped? And I think because it's a royal thing, like all they still do, whether the public likes it or not, they still do have some type of connection to the royals. I really think that. Ella says it's like saying olive oil is curvy. Exactly, for real. Oh, Stephanie Fox from Australia. Thank you so much for being here, Stephanie. She must be going mental because nothing she does is working, and I love this for her. Yeah, absolutely, Jojo. Telling people she is the most bullied person on earth. I just the first thing I would have to say about that, I said that on the when I ran the story, Brenda, is I feel like you're like, imagine being in a public conversation, right? And you're there for a charity for these young girls that are around because the charity boss told the New York Post this exclusive. The charity boss said that Meghan said that to her. So imagine we're in a public setting and I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, and Meghan's on the other side, and there's another person there, and we're having a conversation about the charity, about the young girls, and then Meghan just blurts out, "Well, I mean, I'm the most bullied person in the world." Shut up. Like, that's all you want. You just want to tell her to shut up. Like, why are you talking about yourself when we're supposed to be talking about these young girls? Which obviously, I think that in and of itself, that shows you that she doesn't care. She doesn't care about the children. She talks about being the most bullied person in the world at an event where it's supposed to be about the children. That just shows you like she's having a conversation about herself when it's not supposed to be about herself. Okay, let's see. She is no Melania princess. What does that mean? Let's see. A couple of accounts in the past, I said good morning, Meghan, and then they got a big flat. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Not bullied, criticized. Exactly, Helen Quinn. Helen Quinn's 100% right there, and it's just like Harry. They're both the same, and that's why the whole divorce thing does have to take a little kind of whatever, because they're both the same, and it just feels like they belong together. They're both insecure, they're both thin-skinned, and they both don't like getting criticized. So instead of getting criticized and taking the criticism and, maybe changing their approach, well, actually, it kind of seems like Harry has changed his approach because he doesn't want Meghan with him in the press. Instead of that, they call criticism, they call it bullying. Why? Because they're children. They're insecure, thin-skinned children. That's why. Helen is so true. Oh, Comedy Bites TV, thank you so much for coming in. Lady C is foaming at the mouth for being markled. What does that mean, Sarah? Princess, yes. Okay, let's see. Markle listens to no one. She thinks she's perfect. She's sinking fast. Yeah, and that's the big one. Anderson, what is it? Anders Dottier. That's the big one to me. I think that you have people that you're paying. Like, imagine giving someone money and you're paying them for advice, whether it's PR, whether it's this, whether it's that, whatever she's paying them for, she's paying them. And you don't listen to them. Oh, well, Meghan, you might want to think about not putting out that press after Catherine was seen. I don't care. No, I don't care. Shut up. That's what she tells them. No, F off. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to put it out right after Princess Catherine is seen. I mean, you can't tell me, nobody would be able to get me to believe that a PR advisor would think it's okay for you to put out press right after someone else, when literally you're notorious for that. I would, if I was her PR advisor, I'd be like, you know what? Just change the date and do it at a later time, because we just saw Princess Catherine in the press and the people are going to think that you're doing it because of her. And she doesn't get it, and she still does it. So it really does show you that she's trying to either take attention away from Catherine or slide in with the PR after Catherine. So that way we'll say, as YouTubers, we'll say, oh, look at her doing it right after Catherine. You see, it's like she knows what she's doing, but I don't think any PR person would say that that's a good idea. Absolutely not. Teenagers do not care about her. They see her as a grandmother. She is a grand. She should be, right, Babalu? She should be a grandmother at her age. At least one of her children should be having a baby. I mean, what is she? 47, 43. Let's see. I think she loves being trolled. No, she loves, yeah, Emma. She loves people talking about her. Absolutely. As long as they are in the royal website. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is right there. That's what we've been saying, and that's the way it's always going to be as long as that continues. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what any royalist says or a monarchist or whatever those people want to say, and they get mad at us for saying that. Oh, well, they're not connected. Oh, they're not connected to the royal family. Oh. Like, dude, they're on the royal website. As long as they're on the website and they have the title, they have the connection. And it's that simple. Pam Marie is totally with it on that one. Lady C gets way too theatrical. I think she is frustrated actress herself. Oof, that's a sick burn. And it didn't come from me, so don't start, oh, you're picking on Lady C. I hope they divorce and Harry gets married again and fast. Then she will lose her titles. That would be hilarious. That really would. She's insane. I think I agree, Easy. I think she is. I think she's kind of out of there because this one, where was it that it said right here? The level of contempt and entitlement is on a level never seen before. Zeke, I think that's it. I think that's it right there. Every single thing is catered around what she wants to do. That's a succubus. But like in the term of the word, she sucks the fun out of everything, and that's why Harry would look miserable around her all the time. And she made you feel worthless and inadequate. That's exactly it. I think she's insane. Yeah, she really believes. And that's because, again, I think this is one of the biggest things to me. She's not actually a royal. Now, would we accept it if Harry acted this way? I think he does in private. I think Harry's a huge douchebag, a massive douchebag in private. But as far as in public, I think we can see that she's doing it. But she's not anything. She's a wag. She's literally a wag, a wife and girlfriend. She's never gonna. I don't get it, and I don't understand her entitlement because she's not. If she was the princess and then she treated people like shit, okay, well, you grew up as a princess your whole life. This is the way she is. So okay, we'll have to deal with it. We're still gonna make fun of her, but we'll have to deal with it. But no, this is a normal person. She was born in California, and her dad was kind of rich because he worked in Hollywood, but she wasn't wealthy. She didn't grow up like, she was spoiled, but she didn't grow up like a rich kid. So I don't understand what the entitlement with this woman is, unless it's that she's insane. I truly believe that. And yes, Kelly Days is true as well, and a moron. Let's see. The one good thing about her is that we all have met. I have lovely friends because I met her as, oh yeah, absolutely love that. Totally true, Markle. Entitled, lazy, and very thin skin. And I think that's the biggest one, the lazy kitty bits. It's just so sad. We have someone that was given $100 million deal by Netflix, a $20 million, and I can't sit here and say, oh, I'm jealous because Meghan got a podcast deal. Who wouldn't be? Like, what creator out there that has their own podcast wouldn't be pissed off about this woman getting a $20 million deal and doing nothing with it? Like, everyone that's a creator, everyone that has a podcast, they would be pissed off like that. So it's not something like it's only me. Hello, Beverly. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. Ski, hi, how you doing, Ski? Thank you so much for coming in. Her GoFundMe for Thomas Sr. has been hacked. Oof. I mean, I had a few GoFundMes myself. I don't know how they get hacked, but okay, fine. I bet they're stressing about stuff coming out about Diddy. Yeah, there has been talk about that, Jojo. We have heard about that. There was a photo. There's actually a photo been circulating on X. I was gonna get it, but I saw it, and I really don't like it, so I'm not gonna report on it. It doesn't look real, and also you really can't see Harry's face. So they're saying it's Harry, but also he's got too much hair. Like, there's a lot of hair in the top of his head, maybe because it's 15 years ago or something. But I was going to, but I don't think it's him, so I'm not going to. But yes, a lot of people are talking about it on X right now. No choice but to vote for Trump. Yeah, that's very true. My attention is attention. Oh yeah, she's trying to overshadow and just falls flat, and it's every time. It's really, really every time. I cannot suffer Lady C anymore. You choose what to watch. You choose what you want to watch, right? Yeah, they blame Gabby for being his lover. Jojo, Gabby has known him since he was very little and happily married with 2 kids. Gabby sounds cool. Oh, when they were taking off the website for 20 minutes, I had a yes, Kitty Bits. That I remember that. We ran that and it was 20 minutes, and everybody was like, wow, Charles really did it. He really, really did that. That's so amazing. I'm so glad that he did that. And he got a lot of respect from people. And then when they changed it back, everybody lost all that respect. And that's real. Lady C is livid and has contacted her lawyer, may have involved police. It's a criminal offense, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Law is on her side. Oh, nice. Well, that's good. The profile on the website was dropped to the bottom just above Andrew. They cut the profiles of them together. The phrase working from the queen was removed. Yeah, but that's only because the queen has passed. But I just feel, Marianne, like I've set my line in the sand as they're on the website. They have the titles, so they have what they need, and they'll always have what they need. And really, if you think about it, that's why Harry never gave up his titles, which would, if Harry was serious about finding freedom 4 years ago in 2020, if he was serious, he would have said, okay, I'm gonna let these titles go. I don't want anything to do with my family. I'm done. I'm out. I am no longer Prince. But he didn't do that, did he? No, because he wasn't serious. It was a joke. It was all a con, and he still wants to have the connection that he needs in order to live at the level that he wants to live at. And really, I really don't care what he does. Every single one of these fake little statesman bullshit shows that he tries to do, I'm going to roast his ass every single chance he gets. So, for real, the make is not normal. He's a cuckoo. Yeah, I do think that there's some, Carmen, I do think that there is a possibility where both of them have it wrong up here. You know, Harry's talked about his mental health many times. I mean, he's admitted, oh, I was sad about my mommy and I did narcotics. And I mean, I think that would put him under the label of cuckoo and crazy. So if she's crazy and he's crazy, I mean, you got a serious a thing there for a perfect storm, right? Joanne Crushing, love sending from Shetland Isle, Scotland. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Joanne. She had a lot of help also. Yeah. And really, if you're talking about Meghan Markle, it doesn't really matter how much help Meghan Markle gets. She's never going to do anything. I truly believe it to this day and for the future. I am now on the boat. Nothing will ever be done. She will never act again. I don't even know if the ARO thing's ever going to happen. I don't even know if this that show, the Netflix show, if that's ever going to happen. If it does, we'll roast it. If the ARO brand comes out, we'll roast it. But I'm really on the other side of it now. None of it's gonna happen. It was all for PR. None of it was ever real, and she just was throwing shit at the wall, hoping that something would stick. And I truly believe also she's lazy, so she just uses that. Let's see. Someone please check in on her and ask her if she's okay. Nobody asked me if I'm okay. Remember your stupid question here in South. Oh yeah, thank you so much for coming from South Africa. Hello, Madeline. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for being here this afternoon. Wherever the superglue crime caused her to flee the country to Argentina for her apprenticeship at the embassy, she didn't pass the test. Wouldn't doubt it. I really wouldn't doubt it at all. Oh, Brenda, thank you so much for being here, Brenda, and thank you so much for donating today. Please stay safe out there. Greetings from Peru. Oh, yeah, Mr. Worldwide. You know how Pitbull says. Thank you so much, La Aventura. Let's see, Andrew, there's also a Diddy ring in the UK about to crumble. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that Diddy thing goes all around the world. And I wouldn't doubt that Diddy is somehow connected to the guy with the island. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Oh, Lizzie with the huge $5 super chat. Those $20 million could have given to 20 people and Spotify would have had a better chance to make some money. Yeah, they wanted content and she gave them nothing. Yeah. And that's why they called her a grifter, you know. And there has been some people out there that have said that she didn't even get the 20 million. You know, okay, fine. But I think still in the scheme of things, when you look at it, whether she got it or not, it's just the aspect of in the press, they told the world that she got 20 million. Like, geez, whether she actually got the money, I mean, come on. To the people at Spotify, we all don't know out here in the public if you actually gave her that much money. But if you did, if Spotify gave Meghan Markle $20 million, like however they might have done it, however they did it, if they really did for 13 episodes worth of work, I got to tell you, that's something like $1.5 to $1.8 million an episode. Okay. And I don't know if the people out there know in this chat right now, but I don't know that they didn't give her that money. There was some talk, I believe NT Lawyer may have said something about $1 million, but I think that was from Netflix, or I don't know if he said Spotify. Okay, but there is no hardcore evidence where anyone can point back to like a tax return or any kind of receipts, documentation. There's no hardcore evidence to say she did not receive that money. So if Spotify really paid her 20 mil for 13 episodes, well, 12 and a Christmas special, that's almost 1.5 to 1.8 million. So I got to say, I mean, Spotify, if you got scammed like that, that's on you, man. That really is on you. Lady C, okay, no, I'm not even gonna go there. Cambridge Ice. Oh, I'm not even gonna go there. Remember when she wanted to be called just Harry? Yeah, I believe that was a profile on X too, or back then it was Twitter. ARO is a fake company. Exactly, Cambridge. Exactly. That's how it feels. It feels, and I say this because at the beginning, when she puts these things out, right? Like I remember during the Diana Awards, I had said she only launched that little company because Harry and William were going to have a speech at the Diana Awards, but I believed it. I really thought she was going to do it. And I was like, oh, ha. She's going to have lipstick and makeup that's tested on animals. And then she's going to have other products that she's going to get sued for. And it's going to be hilarious. But now, like months down the line, dude, I'm going to sit here straight up and I'm going to tell you, I don't know if any of it's going to happen. I don't think anything at all, nothing. And that's where I am right now. And truly, I really am. I agree, Andy. None of them want to do any work. They don't. They just want to sit in that Montecito fortress, scroll Twitter, and be on social media. And that's because Harry, he wants to look like he's working. But when's the next time Harry's going to be seen? Really? Like he did all this little chunk here in September, but he's probably not going to be seen for a long while because that's the way those kind of things work. Get on that fence instead. Let's see. A super sticker. Aspie, thank you so much for the $3.99 super sticker. And thank you so much for sharing your afternoon on Sunday, because I always say that you could be anywhere else, but you're here sharing your time with us, and we love you for it. Thank you so much, Aspie. She should go back up with Amber Heard. I mean, Joanne, the greatest thing about Amber Heard is that she went away. She did. Amber Heard literally went to Spain, and she's not going to come back. Like she's tried. I've seen it on my phone where she'll do like a page 6 report, or they'll like see her, right? Paparazzi took a picture of her, but she's never really coming back. And I don't think that's going to happen with Meghan. I really don't. She's not going to go away. Yeah, those kids, the cons of the century, Lady VJJ, or Miss VJJ, excuse me, con of the century, scandal of the century for society. It really, really is. Let's see. Princess Anne needs to do is give her the same look that Sophie gave her. Exactly. Anastasia, hello, Andy. Thank you so much for being here, Anastasia. Let's see. She should be canning grandma's special apple butter by now. She should be a grandma. She should. Like 43. Okay, 43. You had your kids at 23. That means your first child would be 20, right? Okay, and that first child at 20, maybe they have a kid at 20. Meghan Markle should be a grandmother right now. She should be having a family and where she has other kids and she actually has something to do, not a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Like, we get it, Meghan. You took your career into your 30s because you wanted to succeed so bad, and it just didn't work. Sorry. One of Meghan Sugars will be in court on November 5th. Yeah, we heard about that. The false boom hoax on Buckingham Palace. Yeah. And that's so stupid. And that's what I find funniest about social media, because I think there are some things out here that these people say, especially on the Meghan Markle side. And they say that and they think that nothing is going to happen. They think that people aren't going to report it, or they think that the police won't find out. And the stupidest part about that person, that Meghan fan, she literally tagged the Met Police. You stupid moron. How dumb do you have to be to tag the Met Police UK in the post that you're making, and you're trying to say you're going to have a boom and go to Buckingham Palace? That is so stupid. And that just shows you the class of fans that she has. What crisis talks? I think the crisis talks are just the fact that it didn't work. You know, the Young Girls Inc. thing, the CHLA thing, because it just always feels like everything she does, she's expecting us to change our tune once she does something. Like where maybe YouTubers were supposed to say, oh, wow, Meghan is with these young girls, and she's trying to teach them about the dangers of being online. Oh wow, let's praise her now. Oh, thank you, Meghan. Blah. No, like we all know why Meghan Markle does that, because she wants to have children in the photo. So then people like me and other YouTubers and people on X were not supposed to be allowed to criticize her, because as we all know, you don't criticize children. That's like a rule of society. But she's using them as a shield. And that's why people can see through it. So when it comes to crisis talks, either she continues this bullshit, or I mean, she does another rebrand. What would that be, like rebrand number 1894, right? Less makeup is better. Yeah, you look like a cartoon. I don't know. I don't think she's wearing any there, right? I bet she's got at least 5 million from Spotify. I mean, really, Ginger? I I think it would be a scam if it was anything over 1 million. For real, because for 13 episodes, even 5 million for that much, that was so trash. And her episodes were trash. There's numbers that prove that she didn't deserve that type of money. So whether it was 5 or 20, I think anything over 1 million, or maybe even not 1 million, she should have been making money off of Spotify by the numbers, the same way that everybody else does. But no, she has the royal connection. She pretended to be in the union, going on set, always lies. In the actors union? Oh my God. I totally believe it. I totally believe it. And she's totally, yeah, in SAG, right? SAG. Let's see. Meghan embassy test failed. Harry pilot's test failed. Yeah, because they're both failures. Her eyes are soulless. So she's also cockeyed. But yeah, I mean, that's the way she was. We all know they can't do tax returns. Ugh. Well, that's why they all got those things from Delaware, right? Let's see. Anti-lawyer might be getting tips of Harry and Meghan, I've heard. Yeah, it could be. I mean, a lot of the blind items we've seen, like this one, hold on. This, what do you call it right here? I like this profile, and that's why I report a lot of the stuff that they talk about with Meghan and Harry. But why do I report this profile? Because I've seen it with my own eyes. The stuff that this profile puts out is good, and it comes true, and I've seen it with my own eyes, and I've talked about this profile at least a dozen times on my channel before in the past, right? And now, of course, all those videos are deleted because of the demonetization, but I still will continue in the future. But this is the thing with me. When you have people, especially in this Meghan and Harry topic, when you have people that make predictions, I want to see the predictions come true. You understand? That's what I want. I don't want predictions. I don't want speculation. I don't want any of that crap. I want stuff. If you're gonna tell me, I want this speculation, this blind item, I want it to eventually happen, and I want to eventually see it in the real world. And unfortunately, with a lot of those blind items, a lot of the speculation that you hear from certain people, it doesn't. None of it ever happens. But that profile does, and I've seen it with my own eyes. And that's exactly why, for me, I'm not the type of creator where I'll be like, hey, I got some tea. I got an inside source. I know this, I know that. No, because I don't. Because I don't have any sources. And honestly, I don't think that a lot of people do. I don't think that some of those biggest YouTubers have sources. I think a lot of people make shit up, and hey, that's their deal, and we've talked about that before, the whole thing that happened in spring. And if that's how you choose to be with your subs, and that's how you choose to be with your subs, but people can see. I think that a lot of people can understand when over time, anything you say never comes true. That's an unfortunate thing. And just because she says it doesn't make it true. Who are you talking about? If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, yeah. Don't diss Dumbarton. It's a nice place. Yeah, right. I mean, that's the same thing with Sussex. Those poor people in Sussex, they're represented by Meghan. That's gotta suck. Do you think any pictures of the video from the children will come out anytime soon? I mean, we talked about that when we did the story about Harry with the 11 million pound mansion right after the blind item above the vans. And I feel like there would already be some. I mean, they have a jungle gym at that house. They have a big old pool. They have a tennis court. There would be videos, like family videos that Harry took on his phone or Meghan did on hers, and they put them out. That's why it's so tough when you think about that kind of thing, and why it hasn't happened, because they don't exist. That's for real, because they don't exist. I had my son at 18 and he's 38 now. See, exactly. See, like Meghan is 43. She should be having a child that's already had a child. And that's what she should be concentrating on, but she doesn't want to because she didn't have any. I don't understand why none of the reporters ever call her out on camera. I mean, I think it's because it's their job. You got to remember that they're in the Meghan industry, so they're not going to actually say the truth. I think it would be very easy. It would be very easy for the Daily Mail. Why doesn't the Daily Mail ever talk about the fake children? It would be so easy. They could do it, but they never do. Why? Why don't they ever do it? Because you don't bite the hand that feeds you. See, that's why. And I think there's a lot of journalists out there that know that. And especially when you work at a mainstream place like the Daily Mail, if they were to do that, they'd probably get a lot of backlash and some advertisers might be affected. That's how that world works. It's all about money. She could have kids in high school now, but she has babies, which is fine, whatever, but she's acting like a 23-year-old mom. I think that she's just like Harry, the stunted thing. You know how people say that Harry's still 13 years old because of that traumatic event with his mother? I think she's stunted as well. She's still like 15, 16 because she was so spoiled and the world was, so amazing to her. And she feels that everything needs to be amazing. That's what I think. I think she's stunted just like Harry. Apologies. Oh, no worries, Caroline McCready. Thank you so much for being here on this Sunday afternoon. Thank you. And that's what matters, man. People want to show up. We got that top 10 going to be coming out this coming Friday, another top 10. And it's going to be great. So we'll make that happen. Yes, we want some real consequences for what they've done. Yeah. I mean, the reality is, Cambridge, they're rich elites. That's the most you can do. Like, I feel personally, as a creator, the most that I can truly do is spotlight what they're doing. Right? Like, there is not going to be any like, Harry's in handcuffs, Meghan's in handcuffs. I truly don't believe that. And the thing that even proves that to me more is the visa application. He got away with it. He did. Harry got away with whatever he did on his visa application. I'm of the opinion he didn't fill one out. He just flew his ass into Canada. All right. He probably didn't even fill anything out in Canada. He just got off the plane. And then he flew his ass into California, wherever they landed, and they drove to Montecito. Or they landed in Montecito. Who knows, right? But I'm of the opinion Harry didn't bother to fill anything out. He doesn't care because he's the king's son. And so that's why he got away with his visa problem, which it's true. He won that. And I had to give it to him when he did. He won. We all know everything that comes out of their mouth is lies. Yeah, Dawn. And everything that goes inside Meghan's is a penis. Okay, I didn't say that. Lots of mileage on her. Yeah. The town bike. You know what they say. There's no doubt if Meghan got pregnant, she would be on the cover like Demi Moore. Yeah. And that's what we had said before. When it comes to her pregnancy, do you ever wonder why she never showed it? Like, I've seen and then a lot of people try to say, well, because she was a royal. That's not what royals do. Yeah, but that's what Meghan does. Meghan shows everything to everyone. That's what Meghan does. So that I never believe that excuse. Well, that's not how royals act. Royals don't come out without a shirt on and showing their belly. Okay, fine then, but it just doesn't make any sense because it seems like she would have done that. But she's not 43. Some have said 43, some have said 47. He got away with it for now. Yeah, they're talking about with Trump. Could be with Trump if he comes in. Hopefully something happens. Harry, the traitor from my country. Yeah, Vampy Jen. The thing with Hasbin and Smegan is you can't disbelieve anything. They're capable of the nastiest stuff. Red Squirrel, you're on that one. The nastiest stuff, nothing is beneath them. We have to wait until something is proven, smoke and mirrors. Yes, exactly. And that's why it's very important to watch who you listen to. It really is. Because you can't have a concrete way of thinking. You always have to have an open mind that possibly this could be happening or possibly that could be happening. Or yeah, they could be living together, or no, they couldn't. They're probably not living together, but you can't be concrete because there's nobody that actually knows. None of the reporters, none of the YouTubers, none of the speculators on X, nobody. There's nobody that actually knows what's going on back there behind the scenes. So you have to always keep your open mind. And if something happens, like with the blind item, that there was a moving van in front of the house. Well, but everybody thinks that they don't live together. So you keep an open mind. So you think about it. So you do critical thinking kind of stuff. And You can't really put anything past these two people, especially when they have the power of the press. That's how I feel. Let's see. I agree. He didn't fill out any forms. Yeah, he's an illegal. He really, really is. Yeah, you're right about the visa. Trump will put a stop to him having security. Hopefully. I can't imagine her being a mother. See, and that's true, Robert Smith, right? The difficult part about it is when you have someone that is so vain and selfish, and we've seen it with our own very eyes, and if you don't think she's vain and selfish by now, all you got to do is look in the press. Every single time it says exclusive, it's her. Every single time it says pal or a friend of the family or a source, that's her, you know. And whether it's her that she's, let's say she texts her assistant and then the assistant tells the Sky News, or she texts her PR person and then the PR person tells Page Six. It really doesn't matter. Or whether she texts People Magazine herself, exactly like that. Or whether she's writing, right? Because she's unemployed. She's at her Montecito Fortress all day. She's probably writing these stories that they put out, right? So it's just, she's so selfish in that way. You really can't, because being a parent, you have to be selfless and you have to sacrifice. And I just don't know. I just can't see that happening with her. And she doesn't seem like that type of person, truly. Money talks and bullshit pep walks. Yeah, Mary Taylor, absolutely. I hate how both of them use other people's children, even children who have sadly passed away in tragic circumstances, yet they never show theirs. And that's for a reason. I really do think, Wendy, they never show theirs. I fear their children, they don't see daylight. Yeah, they're in the basement of that Montecito Fortress, stuck in cages, and it's sad. And you want to know what the most sad part about that is? I am just saying a joke, right? That's a joke I'm coming up with, but it's still a possibility. Or whether they're stuck in their rooms, whether they're stuck in the house, they're not allowed to leave the house because the tutors come and the teachers come and the nannies come and they take care of them at the house. They're never seen out. There's nobody in Montecito that has said they've seen them. So it just feels like whether they're not in fine, they're not in the basement. Fine. We're not going to be so harsh that they're in the basement in cages, but they haven't left the house. There's at least that. We can all agree on that. I'm fairly certain they are separated, but they won't divorce for their brand. I could see that, LC, absolutely. Why bother with crisis talks? She doesn't listen anyway. I mean, I think the crisis talks, it's just so that way the people around her could feel important, no? So that way, Siba, so that way that her advisors could feel like they have a job. That's got to be what it is. Where like Meghan is sitting there and they're talking to her and they're telling her and they're in her ear, they're yapping. And she's just like, yeah. No, okay. But ultimately, she's not going to listen to anything that any of those people say. But they're all telling her exactly what to do or what possible moves or this, and this. But ultimately, it's going to be her. And she's going to say what she does every single time. That's how I truly feel. Cardinal Collector. Oh, thank you so much, Cardinal Collector. And thank you so much for being here on this Sunday afternoon. To be honest, she's got a fantastic deal. Mainstream on her side, the government on her side, Hollywood on her side. Well, I don't know about Hollywood, Sage. I really do believe Lizzie Cundy, because Lizzie Cundy said that LA is over her. So I don't know about Hollywood, but I will agree with the government because obviously she's still connected to those Democrats. And I will agree with the mainstream media. And what do we have? A corner of social media that's coming undone soon. I know. Are you talking about like all the drama from YouTube? I mean, it's kind of already passed. We've already all squashed it, kind of. But ultimately, I think when it comes to her, as long as we're here doing it, all right, as long as we're here spotlighting what Harry does and we don't let this kind of shit pass where he's obviously trying to censor social media, that's what he's doing. When he talks on a podcast with some author douchebag and they're talking about how, oh, kids are anxious. Yeah, no shit. We were all anxious at 12. I can remember being 12 years old. Your hormones are coming. There's hair growing out of weird places. You don't know if something's going to happen when you're in class, or you don't know if you're going to fart and then the entire class is going to hear you and you're going to be embarrassed forever. We were all anxious at 12 and we didn't have social media. Like it's not, and that's why it feels so fake. It's not real. And also, Harry, if you would just tell children, hey, don't compare yourselves to other children. That's what he should be doing. He should be trying to educate the youth instead of trying to censor them, because trying to take away something is only going to make them want it more. And as a parent, we all know that when you tell your child no, they're like, oh, really? Well, I'm going to find a way to get it then. I was that way as a child, and so many other people were as well. And they don't get that. Harry doesn't get that. She is always carrying the children. Let's see. She goes on about being a mother while on vacation without them 90% of the time. Yeah. And she always goes on about that water dragon. She's always talking about that stupid shit. And I think that's why she does it, because it's another shield. It's always another shield. If they exist, they will have no social skills. Yes, they will. And I don't even mean as bad as like homeschooled kids, because at least homeschooled kids, they go to the park every once in a while. But there would be paparazzi photos at least, or there would be photos of someone. Like, hey, that's Harry and Meghan. They're at the park in Montecito. Let me get a picture of them with the kids. No, it literally doesn't exist. Grief vampires love it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's probably what they are. Why doesn't the nanny come out and say their real picture of the back of their heads even? Um, I think because this is the thing about those NDAs. Wait, where's that question at? There it is. Crazy Kel. This is the thing about those NDAs. I feel like that shit really does hold a lot of water. Those NDAs, I think they're serious, because if you look at a normal person, not a celebrity like Meghan or Harry, even though they're not celebrities, but you know what I mean. If you look at a normal person doesn't have the means to be sued, for something like breaking an NDA. Because when that happens, if it's real and you really do get sued, let's just, go with it. If that happens, you got to pay for lawyers. You got to pay for court costs. You have to pay for all kinds of shit. And then not to mention, if you lose, normal people don't have that kind of money. So when it says, why doesn't the nanny come out? I think it's real. I think that there are a lot of people in their past that really are on NDAs. I really do believe that. And NDAs are a bitch, and normal people don't have cash, not like these two. She can't be a good mother. She spends all day and night on the internet looking for negative remarks about her. Yeah. And here's one thing going along with that right there, can't be a good mother. If they exist, she's not a good mother. The nannies are taking care of those children, if they exist. And that's going along with the idea that they do exist, that they are obviously stuck in that Montecito fortress. The nannies are raising those children. Definitely not her, and definitely not the bald idiot moron husband. No doubt in my mind. POV, if Hefner was alive, do you think he would ask Meg? Ugh, no way. No. Don't nobody want to see them pepperoni nips. That's nasty. The crisis talks are to make them do what she wants to justify the paychecks. Probably. I really wouldn't doubt it. I think that's something where is it even her money though? Right, Lizzie B? Is it even Meghan's money? Which could be an aspect of why she doesn't listen. Because let's say you or I were paying our hard-earned money to pay someone to tell us advice and give us PR advice. Well, we're going to listen because it's our money. But if the money that she's paying these people is from some trust, or it's from Harry's pocket, then she doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care. She has no cares in the world, because it's not her money. So I think there could be something, but yeah, to justify the paychecks, absolutely. What did Sage say? I saw Sage say something up here. Something that she was talking about censorship. Where did it go? Here it is. No, Andrew, I'm talking about censorship. Yeah, Harry, and I think it's both of them. I think they both want the internet censored. I think they do. Catwoman, this is a stupid and probably invasive question. What's my ethnicity? I'm Texan, baby. Texan. I'm Texan first and American second. Oh yeah, Hispanic, I guess you would say. Let's see. If you truly think she loves Magnacy stuff, yeah, I truly think she loves the Magnacy stuff, because as long as there's no confirmation, either way, people are still talking about her. Yeah, but there will come a point, Crazy Kel, we've talked about that before in the past, about how much longer can this go on? Because right now, the 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, right? In 5 years, that's going to be a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. That's going to be tough. I even feel like maybe some people out in the world wouldn't accept that. Oh, you have a 10-year-old and nobody knows what that child looks like? That's a little far, isn't it? You don't think? I think so. Yeah, fart in class. Yeah, man, when you're young, you worry about that stuff. You don't want to fart in class. You don't want to make a fool of yourself. You worry about that. And that's why that whole anxiety thing that they said. It's so weird. Oh, Harry's like, children have anxiety because of smartphones. No, dude. What? You're 13 years old, Harry. Children have anxiety. Period. You're a young person. You don't know what you're doing in life. Things are new. All kind of stuff is new, and you don't know. So of course they're going to have anxiety because you're young. Andrew, the news is spreading and more people are paying attention outside the Meghan community. I hope so. I really do. I hope so. NDAs shouldn't cover lying. Maybe, but I think they'd still get sued. No, Cambridge. Oh, hi, Nayeli. How you doing, baby? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. I think that is true. Probably true. Water. Yeah. That's her problem, Andrew, not caring about what the people around her who work for her say is what is making her fail and fail hard. Yeah, but even if they told her, I think that's the point. No, Lizzie, even if they told her that she was failing, even if she knew, I think the view in Meghan Markle's mind is I'm amazing and these people just don't see it. So I'm going to figure out a way to make them see it. And I'm going to keep on going, constant. That's how I feel. And that's why she keeps on coming out with article after article where you see exclusive, where you see her having her former employees talk nice about her in the press. I mean, come on. Tell me a celebrity or anyone for that matter that could get away with now being accused twice, first in the UK and now here in the US, with being accused of forcing your employees to talk positively about you to a magazine. Nobody should be able to get away with that. She should have been canceled ages ago. And that's just so dirty and greasy, but it kind of shows you why, because probably people out there in the world, they still view her as the Duchess. And when I say that, I mean people in the world, not you and I. That's why. Lady C would claim the business of who ran out of toilet paper if she was in the bathroom. That's pretty good. It must be like walking on eggshells for them. Yeah, that's what I think. And for Harry especially, Dawn, I feel like Harry, he was the one crying. When it said in that Duchess difficult report, the Duchess in high or dictator in high heels, I think it was Harry that was the one that she made cry when it said she makes grown men cry. Like, picture this. All of her employees are there. They're having a meeting, and she starts telling off Harry. She starts telling him off in front of everybody. Okay. And think about the day and age that we're living in. He can't clap back at her. He can't tell her off. He can't scream at her. So he just has to sit there and take it while she's telling him off. And then he's there. And then you see him start crying. And now maybe he's bawling. Like I could see that, right? But I mean, in a reality sense, like in a real scene where you could see it, and he just starts crying because she's telling him off right in front of all of her employees. I could totally see that. Absolutely. And I think she would be screaming. I think she'd be screaming right in his face. No doubt in my mind. That's when someone will call CPS. You mean like when they're like 10 years old? I think so too. It's going to be so tough for her to hide a 10-year-old child from the public. That's going to be tough. Hey, from South Australia. Thank you so much, Cecilia Cameron, for coming in. We're about to finish up, but thank you so much coming in anyway. Oh, Wendy with the big $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, Wendy. And thank you so much for sharing your afternoon on this Sunday afternoon with us. Let's see. LC is a bully. Oh, and that's the thing, like to comment on that. Hey, man, if she is, that's the way she is, And that's why it's like last time when we were talking about that person, people got angry and they were like, stop. Like, why? Well, that's what people think. There's people out there that think I'm a bully. They think I'm an asshole. There's people out there in the comment section of other videos and they don't like me. That's fine. That's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. And I don't think that kind of thing would stop her from doing what she's doing. That's just the way those kind of things go. And that's okay. I love that you call it like you see it, Andrew. Oh, thank you so much. Not 20. Yeah, man. And why do I do it? I do it for one simple reason, because as a person that's living in society right now, I'm tired of being lied to. I am. That's why I don't watch the mainstream media anymore. That's why I don't watch the news anymore. That's why I don't even read any of the big publications anymore, because I know that they're lying to me, and I'm not going to do that here. This is my channel. I have control of what I do, and I'm not going to do that because I hate it. Like I hate it when I get an article, right? I'm scrolling, and then you see an article from like CNN or MSNBC, and whether it's about Trump or whether it's about whatever, right? And it's total bullshit. And you can totally see, and you're reading it and you're just like, oh, and you just scroll by. But like that shit's annoying. That's why I could never do that. It's just not. It's not my type of journalism. Could be anyone's kids. How do we know who they are? excuse me, there was excuse me, there was that what's that woman's name? Stassi Schroeder. I mean, we've seen the photos before. Stassi Schroeder. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, Sarah Brewer. I agree with you, but a lot of people do. A lot of people, and I mean, hey, that's fine. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like me, Megan Small, Paula, we're like sour candy. When people eat us, oh, like, ooh, that's sour. That's sour. That's good stuff. But there's also people that don't like sour candy. They want that sugar coated shit. And hey, that's okay. So we just about hit an hour. That's a great session. We had a little great live here. Thank you so much for being here on this live. And we will catch you next time.